You are listening to the Embrace the Mud podcast, where we dive deep into the beautiful messiness of life and relationships. This is the space where we explore how to align with your authentic self, build real connections, and navigate life's challenges with grace, resilience, and purpose. I'm your host, Dara Posner, an alignment strategist, blogger, and podcaster, here to guide you on your journey to living a life that's truly yours. Hello and welcome to the Embrace the Mud podcast. Today we're diving into a topic that lies at the heart of so much of what I do and what I believe in, and that is wholeness. I often talk about the importance of being whole, especially when it comes to our relationships and how we live our lives. But what does it really mean to be whole? And how do we even begin to define such a complex concept? In today's episode, we're going to explore the idea of wholeness through the lens of various experts, psychologists, spiritual teachers, and thought leaders who have spent their lives studying what it means to be a whole, integrated person. My hope is that by the end of this episode, you'll have a deeper understanding of what wholeness might look like for you and how to start cultivating it in your own life. So let's dive in. All right, so before we dive into the perspectives of the experts, I want to share a bit about how I personally define wholeness. So for me, wholeness is fundamentally about deep self-knowledge and integration. It's about experiencing inner harmony between the mind, both the conscious and unconscious mind, the body, and the soul, as well as fostering a deep connection with the divine or the source of life. This state of harmony promotes a heightened level of awareness or consciousness. Wholeness is the integration of all parts of yourself, your strengths, weaknesses, fears, desires, and values, into a cohesive and authentic sense of self. It's about being self-aware, emotionally resilient, and living in alignment with your true values and purpose. But I didn't come to this definition on my own. It's been shaped and influenced by the work of many brilliant minds, each offering a unique perspective on what it means to be whole. So let's explore some of those perspectives together. Let's start with Carl Jung, one of the most influential figures in psychology. Jung introduced the concept of individuation, which he described as the process of integrating different aspects of the self, including the conscious and unconscious mind. For Jung, wholeness involves reconciling opposites within the psyche, like light and shadow, masculine and feminine, and realizing the self, with a capital S, as being the totality of one's being. Individuation is a lifelong journey of self-discovery and integration. Jung believed that to become whole, we must confront and embrace all parts of ourselves, even those aspects we might prefer to keep hidden. This process is essential for achieving a sense of inner harmony and completeness. All right, now moving on to Abraham Maslow, best known for his hierarchy of needs and the concept of self-actualization. Maslow's idea of self-actualization is closely related to wholeness. He describes self-actualized people as those who have realized their full potential and are living authentically according to their true nature. For Maslow, wholeness is about fulfilling your capabilities and integrating all aspects of yourself into a harmonious whole. It's about living in alignment with your values, pursuing meaningful goals, and striving for personal growth. In this sense, wholeness isn't a static state, but an ongoing process of becoming the best version of yourself. Now, shifting gears a little, let's explore the spiritual perspective of Thich Nhat Hanh, a Vietnamese Zen master who spoke of wholeness in terms of mindfulness and interconnectedness. Thich Nhat Hanh teaches that wholeness is achieved by being fully present in the moment and recognizing the interdependence of all life. According to Thich Nhat Hanh, wholeness is about finding peace within oneself by embracing both joy and suffering as integral parts of the human experience. It's about living mindfully, being aware of your thoughts, emotions, and actions, and understanding how they are all connected. This approach to wholeness emphasizes the importance of being present and fully engaged with life as it unfolds. Another spiritual teacher who offers a profound perspective on wholeness is Eckhart Tolle. Tolle describes wholeness as a state of presence, where one transcends the ego and connects with a deeper sense of being. For Tolle, wholeness is realized when a person is fully in the now, free from identification with thoughts and emotions, and connected to the essence of life itself. Toll's teachings emphasize that wholeness is about moving beyond the mind's constant chatter and finding stillness in the present moment. It's in this state of presence that we can experience a deep sense of inner peace and completeness, regardless of external circumstances. Moving into a more philosophical perspective, we have Ken Wilber. He is the founder of integral theory. Wilber's approach to wholeness involves integrating various dimensions of human existence: body, mind, spirit, and culture. He emphasizes the importance of embracing different stages of development and perspectives to achieve a more complete and holistic understanding of the self and the world. Wilber's concept of wholeness is about bringing together all aspects of life into a cohesive whole, recognizing that each dimension is interconnected and essential to our overall sense of being. It's a comprehensive and inclusive approach that encourages us to see the bigger picture and how all parts of ourselves and our experiences contribute to our wholeness. Next, let's talk about Brené Brown, a researcher who has done incredible work on vulnerability, shame, and authenticity. Brené Brown defines wholeness as the acceptance of our imperfections and the courage to be vulnerable. She emphasizes that wholeness comes from embracing our authentic selves and cultivating a sense of worthiness, even in the face of our flaws and failures. For Brené, wholeness is about showing up fully in our lives with all of our imperfections and knowing that we are enough just as we are. It's about letting go of the need for perfection and embracing the messiness of life. This approach to wholeness encourages us to be brave, to connect with ourselves from a place of authenticity, and to live wholeheartedly. And finally, we have Stephen Covey, author of The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, who speaks about wholeness in terms of integrity and principle-centered living. For Covey, wholeness involves aligning your life with core principles and values, leading to a harmonious balance between physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual aspects of life. Covey's approach to wholeness is practical and action-oriented. He encourages us to live with integrity, making decisions and taking actions that are consistent with our deepest values. This principle-centered approach ensures that all aspects of our lives are in harmony and contributing to a sense of wholeness and fulfillment. So what can we take away from all of these perspectives? Each of these experts offers a unique lens through which we can understand wholeness, whether it's through the psychological process of individuation, the spiritual practice of mindfulness, or the practical application of living in alignment with our values. For me, it's an integration of all of the above. Wholeness is not a one-size-fits-all concept. It's deeply personal and can be shaped by your own experiences, beliefs, and values. What's important is that you find a definition of wholeness that resonates with you and supports your journey toward living a life that feels true and fulfilling. Do you find yourself questioning the depth of your partner's love for you, wondering if you're just asking for too much or if you've chosen the right person? I get it. I've been there too. And that's why I created the No More Unmet Needs Workbook, your budget-friendly guide to achieving consistent emotional satisfaction in your relationship. In the face of unmet needs, it's really easy to unknowingly perpetuate the cycle. But the good news is it's simpler than you think to break free and experience the fulfilling connection that you deserve. Drawing from my personal journey and from my experience as a coach, I've honed a proven strategy over the years, and now I get to share it with you. In the 4-step, 16-page workbook, you will be able to eliminate any doubt or confusion about your needs, get clear about the difference between your core needs, actionable needs, and your desires, and communicate your needs like a pro by employing a simple yet powerful template to express your needs anytime with clarity and confidence. If you are ready to bid farewell to unmet needs and the confusion surrounding them, then the No More Unmet Needs Workbook is for you. And as a podcast listener, you get to enjoy 10% off by putting in the discount code GOODLOVE, all one word, GOODLOVE. Just head over to mudcoaching.com/shop to download your copy of the No More Unmet Needs Workbook today. As we wrap up today's episode, I encourage you to reflect on what wholeness means to you. How do these perspectives resonate with your own experiences? And how might you start to cultivate a greater sense of wholeness in your life? Remember, wholeness is not about achieving a final perfect state. It's an ongoing process of growth, integration, and self-discovery. It's about embracing all parts of yourself and living in a way that's aligned with your true values and purpose. If you're interested in diving deeper into this journey of wholeness and alignment, I'm here to support you. Whether that's through a single strategy session or more in-depth coaching, we can work together to help you cultivate a life that feels whole, authentic, and truly yours. You can find more information at mudcoaching.com or click the link in the show notes. Thank you for joining me today on this exploration of wholeness. Until next time, keep embracing the mud, keep growing, and keep living in alignment with your authentic self.